What if I told you that a secret, almost forgotten, lay hidden in your kitchen right now? Imagine a spice, no bigger than your thumbnail, possessing the extraordinary power to stir life back into your very core, potentially awakening a robust erection in as little as 60 seconds. Picture this: regardless of your age, the pills you've tried, or the disappointments you've faced in the past, a single deliberate bite could initiate the return of a strength and vitality you might have believed was lost to time forever. I know, it sounds almost too good to be true, like something out of an ancient tale, but I urge you to stay with me, lean in a little closer, because the information I'm about to share has the potential to fundamentally change everything you thought you knew about your body and its innate capacity for renewal. This isn't about a fleeting fix. It's about tapping into a profound, natural intelligence that has been waiting to be rediscovered. For over 3 incredibly rewarding decades, I've dedicated my life to a singular mission: helping men, particularly those over 60, reclaim what the relentless march of years and the often impersonal system have quietly, almost insidiously stolen from them. I'm talking about that unshakable confidence that lets you walk taller, the vibrant circulation that brings warmth and energy to every part of your body, the raw vitality that makes you feel truly alive, and yes, the profound ability to feel completely and undeniably like a man again. We're not achieving this through a barrage of expensive, side-effect-laden prescriptions, nor are we relying on flashy, unsubstantiated gimmicks. Instead, our path lies in unlocking the wisdom your body still holds, the deep memories of how it's designed to function, simply by providing it with the precise, natural tools it needs to thrive. And here's the truly captivating twist in this story. The solution I'm about to unveil isn't some brand new, cutting-edge scientific breakthrough, nor is it a complex, high-tech gadget. It's far simpler, far more ancient. It's a humble spice, one that has been hiding in plain sight, perhaps even in your own spice rack for centuries. This is a spice your ancestors instinctively reached for before moments of intimacy, a natural enhancer whose remarkable efficacy modern science is only now beginning to fully comprehend and confirm, often showing it works even better than anyone could have previously imagined. The irony is almost palpable. You've likely walked past it in your kitchen countless times, completely unaware of the potent, life-altering power held within its unassuming form. In the next few minutes, prepare to embark on a journey of discovery. I'm going to show you step by detailed step, how the simple act of chewing this one specific spice for just 60 seconds can initiate a cascade of positive changes within your body. We'll explore how it can gently coax your blood vessels to open, creating pathways for improved flow. We'll delve into its ability to lower the crushing stress that has been insidiously depleting your testosterone levels for years. We'll even uncover its surprising role in combating gum disease, a condition that can stealthily block healthy circulation throughout your system. And, crucially, I'll explain how it can guide you into a deeper, more restorative sleep, allowing your hormones the precious time and environment they need to recover and rebalance naturally. I promise to guide you meticulously through this process. By the time we're finished, you will know with absolute clarity exactly how to use this spice to its fullest potential, and just as importantly, what incredible transformations you can realistically expect to see and feel in your first 7, 14, and even 30 days of incorporating this simple ritual into your life. Before we dive headfirst into this powerful, natural method, I invite you to take a brief moment to subscribe to this channel and tap that notification bell. Doing so ensures you won't miss out on any of the invaluable natural health tools and insights I create, specifically tailored for men like you, men who are ready to take back control of their well-being. And if this message resonates deeply with you, if it speaks to a desire for change you feel within, please type a 1 in the comments below. If it doesn't quite connect, a 0 will help me understand how to serve you better in the future. Alright, let's begin at the very heart of this incredible discovery, because none of the benefits we'll discuss can truly be understood or appreciated without grasping what makes this tiny, unassuming spice so extraordinarily powerful. The secret, the core of its magic, lies within a potent, natural compound, ingeniously hidden inside each and every clove. This compound is called eugenol. It is this single, remarkable ingredient that acts as the catalyst, the spark that encourages your blood to start flowing with renewed vigor, your blood vessels to gently relax and expand, and your entire body to begin responding with the kind of youthful responsiveness you might have thought was a thing of the past, perhaps even better than you remember. Allow me to explain precisely how this natural marvel works its wonders. I'll never forget the raw vulnerability in a patient's eyes, a man well into his later years, when he looked at me and said, his voice thick with emotion, "Doc, I just want to feel like myself again." He wasn't yearning for chiseled abs or the ability to run marathons. His desire was far more fundamental. He was talking about intimacy, that deep connection with a partner. He was talking about confidence, the quiet assurance that comes from within. He was talking about strength, not just physical prowess, but that resilient inner strength a man carries when his body still responds as it should, when it's an ally, not an obstacle. It was conversations like these, repeated countless times, that propelled me to explore the vast world of natural alternatives, to search for solutions that worked with the body, not against it. And in that search, one powerful naturally occurring compound kept surfacing time and time again: eugenol. Eugenol, you see, is found in remarkably high concentrations, nestled deep within cloves. When you take just one or two of these whole dried cloves and begin to chew them, the essential oils that are released are rich in this extraordinary substance. But eugenol doesn't just linger in your mouth, offering a pleasant aroma or taste. Its journey is far more profound. It rapidly enters your bloodstream, absorbed almost immediately through the highly permeable mucous membranes lining your mouth. And what it does next, once it's circulating within your system, is where the true magic begins to unfold, revealing its profound impact on male vitality. Eugenol acts as a potent natural vasodilator. In simpler terms, it gently encourages your blood vessels to relax and open up, particularly those narrow, often stubborn vessels that are absolutely crucial for supplying blood to your sexual organs. As men age, especially after 60, these vital vessels tend to stiffen, losing their youthful flexibility and responsiveness. This stiffening is a primary reason why blood often doesn't flow with the same ease and intensity it once did, leading to difficulties in achieving and maintaining erections. Eugenol, however, works like a natural internal massage for your arteries. It gently coaxes open these critical pathways, allowing blood to move freely, abundantly, and without obstruction once more. This isn't a forced artificial process, it's a gentle reawakening, a restoration of what your body once did effortlessly, naturally. What amplifies its power even further is that eugenol stimulates your body's own production of nitric oxide. This is the very same compound that those well-known little blue pills aim to mimic through synthetic chemistry. But here, with cloves, it's pure biology at work, happening naturally, harmoniously, and importantly, without the often unpleasant side effects like headaches or the subsequent energy crash that can accompany pharmaceutical interventions. Many men describe a subtle yet distinct sensation of warmth, a tangible feeling of circulation returning to areas where it had diminished, often within mere minutes of chewing the cloves. It's a gentle, powerful, and undeniable signal that your body is responding. And if this is what just one compound within this incredible spice can achieve, just wait until you hear how it tackles the pervasive stress that has likely been quietly sabotaging your testosterone levels for years. I've had countless conversations with men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s who come into my office, their eyes often downcast, their voices hushed, whispering a variation of the same disheartening story. "It's just not working like it used to, Doc." And my response is always unwavering and empathetic. This is not a personal failure. It is absolutely not something to be ashamed of. It is quite simply biology in action. As we navigate the journey of aging, The intricate network of small blood vessels responsible for supporting strong, healthy erections naturally begins to narrow and stiffen. They gradually lose their inherent elasticity, their ability to expand and contract efficiently. Think of it like this: years of accumulated stress, a diet often peppered with processed foods, chronic underlying inflammation, and perhaps a more sedentary lifestyle than in our youth. All these factors start to take their inevitable toll on our vascular health. The direct result? Blood doesn't flow with the same vigor and volume as it did in earlier years. And without that crucial, robust surge of blood, an erection simply cannot manifest with the strength and reliability it once did. But here's the crucial piece of information that most doctors may not emphasize, or perhaps even say out loud. These age-related changes, this decline in vascular function, are not necessarily permanent fixtures. They are, in many cases, reversible. And this is precisely where the humble clove steps in, revealing itself as an extraordinarily powerful and natural ally for older men seeking to reclaim their sexual vitality. Remember that remarkable compound we just discussed, eugenol? Its benefits extend far beyond simply relaxing your blood vessels. It actively helps to restore flexibility and suppleness to the delicate inner walls, the endothelium, of those very vessels. Imagine trying to clean out an old, rusty pipe. Eugenol works in a similar fashion, helping to make the pipe smooth and clear again. As a result, blood starts to flow more easily, more fully, and, most importantly, it's directed precisely where it needs to go for optimal erectile function. Some of my patients have shared truly inspiring stories, telling me that after just a couple of weeks of diligently using this simple clove method on a daily basis, they began waking up with morning erections, something many hadn't experienced in years, even decades. This wasn't the result of some magic pill or an overnight miracle. It was a direct consequence of their circulation finally being given the support and opportunity it needed to function properly again. That, in essence, is the profound beauty of this natural approach. It doesn't force or coerce your body into an artificial state. Instead, it gently and effectively gives your body permission and the necessary tools to return to its original inherent design to function as it was always meant to. However, even with perfectly restored blood flow, there's an invisible, often unacknowledged force that can shut everything down before it even has a chance to start. Chances are, this silent saboteur has been quietly undermining your vitality for decades. Let's uncover this hidden adversary. You know, it's often the simplest solutions, the ones that seem almost too straightforward, that hold the most profound power. And this particular method, the one I'm about to share with you, has been a beacon of hope and restoration for so many of my older patients, helping them to feel like their true, vibrant selves again. Imagine achieving this without the need for prescriptions, without those often awkward and rushed doctor visits, and without the tedious ritual of waiting in line at the pharmacy. All it takes is a small, intentional act, something you can easily incorporate into your daily routine, right in the comfort and privacy of your own kitchen. And the real beauty of it, it requires only 1 minute of your time. Here's exactly how I guide my patients to perform this simple yet powerful technique. First, take 2 or 3 whole cloves. It's important to use the whole dried cloves, not the powdered kind you might use for baking. Ideally, if you can find organic cloves, that's wonderful, but any good quality whole clove will certainly do the trick. Now, place these cloves between your molars, those strong back teeth designed for effective chewing. Slowly, gently, bite down until you feel them crack open, releasing their potent oils. And here's a crucial point: don't rush this process. Allow those wonderfully aromatic and powerful oils to coat your tongue and the inside of your mouth. Breathe calmly through your nose, staying relaxed and present in the moment. For the first 30 seconds, simply hold those broken pieces of clove in your mouth. Let your saliva mingle with the released oils. You'll likely experience a strong, warm, perhaps even slightly numbing sensation. It can be quite intense, yes, but that's actually a very good sign. It signifies that the eugenol, that key active compound, is being efficiently absorbed through the sensitive, permeable membranes inside your mouth, making its way directly into your bloodstream for rapid action. Then, for the next 30 seconds, slowly begin to chew the clove pieces. Don't chew forcefully or aggressively. Just a gentle, methodical chewing action is enough to fully break the clove down and continue to release its beneficial compounds. Keep working the oils through your saliva, ensuring maximum contact with the oral tissues. That's it. After the full minute, you can choose to either swallow the remnants of the clove or spit them out. Both approaches are perfectly fine and effective. What makes this particular method so remarkably effective is the speed at which it gets to work. Because the eugenol is absorbed directly through the oral mucosa, it bypasses the digestive system for quicker entry into your circulation. Some men report feeling a noticeable difference within just a few minutes. Perhaps their head feels clearer, or they experience a greater sense of being present and grounded in their body. But the benefits of chewing cloves extend far beyond just improving blood flow and boosting immediate energy. It also unlocks something that most men over 60 desperately need, something they are often missing without even realizing it. One of the questions I hear most frequently, usually after a man has tried the clove method for the very first time and felt that unmistakable gentle warmth spreading through his system, is, "Doc, when should I actually use it to get the absolute best results?" And the truth is, as with many powerful natural interventions, timing can indeed make all the difference. It's not just about doing it, it's about when you do it that can significantly amplify its benefits and integrate them more seamlessly into your body's natural rhythms. Think of this process as finely tuning a delicate musical instrument. You want everything, your hormones, your nervous system, your blood flow, to be in perfect harmony. For a great many of my patients, the evening emerges as the golden hour for this practice. Specifically, about an hour before intending to go to bed, as the day begins to wind down and the mind naturally starts to settle, chewing cloves at this time can work wonders. It helps to gently relax the nervous system, easing away the day's accumulated tension, and effectively primes your body for a deeper, more restorative night's sleep. And this isn't just about feeling rested, it's far more significant. Deep, uninterrupted sleep is precisely when your body undertakes its most crucial repair work and, critically, produces the majority of its testosterone. This nightly testosterone production is the very foundation of male vitality. Therefore, nighttime use of the clove method essentially sets the stage for the following day, paving the way for better, more sustained energy levels, clearer mental focus, and yes, for many men, stronger and more frequent morning erections. However, don't overlook the potential benefits of using this method in the morning as well. Incorporating the clove ritual first thing, perhaps on an empty stomach, can help to jumpstart your circulation for the day ahead and establish a calm yet alert tone, preparing you both mentally and physically for whatever challenges and opportunities lie in store. Some men find it particularly beneficial to use it before their workouts or morning walks, noticing an enhanced sense of vigor and endurance. Others prefer to use it approximately 30 to 45 minutes before anticipated moments of intimacy, reporting an added sense of presence, connection, and stamina during those special times. The ultimate key is to listen attentively to your own body and its unique responses. Consistency is paramount. Daily use builds a powerful momentum over time, allowing the cumulative benefits to truly take hold. This isn't a one-time trick or a quick fix. It's a daily investment in your long-term vitality and well-being. And if you find yourself wondering how such a remarkably simple act can lead to such profound and far-reaching changes, it becomes helpful to understand what might be silently holding your body back in the first place. There's one pervasive, silent force that most men never suspect, yet it has likely been insidiously robbing you of your strength and vigor from the inside out for years. Let's expose this hidden culprit next. I can't tell you how many good, earnest men I've sat across from in my practice. Men who genuinely try to eat well, stay active, and even diligently follow all the generally accepted right advice. Yet they still feel like something is fundamentally off. Their energy levels are persistently flat, their desire and passion seem to fade in and out unpredictably, and when it comes to moments of intimacy, their bodies just don't respond with the readiness and vigor they once took for granted. That's usually when I ask them one simple, direct question: how's your stress? The room often falls quiet for a moment. they might let out a heavy sigh. And then the truth begins to surface. Worries about finances, concerns about their health or the health of loved ones, strains in their marriage or relationships, the undeniable pressures of aging. It's a heavy, often invisible load to carry, and most of these men don't fully realize just how profoundly that silent, unremitting pressure is destroying their masculinity, eroding their vitality from the inside out. You see, chronic, unrelenting stress floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that, while helpful in acute moments of fight or flight danger, is not meant to stay elevated all day, every day. Yet, in today's fast-paced, high-pressure world, most men over 60 are living in a near-constant state of underlying tension and alertness. And here's the truly cruel part of this biological equation. Cortisol and testosterone simply cannot coexist at high levels simultaneously. When one goes up, the other inevitably crashes. This means the more stress you carry, the less testosterone your body is able to produce, and consequently, the weaker and less reliable your sexual response becomes. This is precisely where clove reveals itself to be much more than just a circulation booster. It actually plays a significant role in helping to regulate the body's stress response. A compound called beta-caryophyllene, also found in cloves, has the fascinating ability to bind to specific receptors in the brain, the same receptors that are involved in signaling feelings of safety, calm, and well-being. Within just minutes of chewing cloves, many men report feeling a noticeable release of tension in their chest, a newfound clarity in their mind, a palpable letting go of pressure that may have been silently building for years, even decades. And as cortisol levels begin to lower, testosterone finally has the opportunity to rise again, naturally and without force. You may start feeling more like your old self, more resilient and centered, without even consciously realizing the shift at first. But the change is real, and it's deeply beneficial. And there's another incredibly powerful benefit that stems directly from this profound stress relief, one that works quietly and diligently while you sleep. It might just be the missing piece in your journey towards complete hormone recovery. Let's talk about that next. If there's one undeniable pattern I've observed time and time again with my older patients, it's this. The very moment that sleep starts to fall apart, everything else in their health and well-being begins to unravel alongside it. You can meticulously eat the healthiest diet, exercise regularly, and take every supplement under the sun. But if your sleep is consistently broken, fragmented, or insufficient, your hormones simply don't stand a chance of functioning optimally. This is because the vast majority of your body's testosterone production, its essential repair work, and its deep healing processes happen at night, specifically during those crucial phases of deep, uninterrupted REM sleep. But let's be honest, how many men over the age of 60 actually experience that kind of profoundly restorative rest on a regular basis anymore? So many of them tell me they lie awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, their minds racing with worries and anxieties. Or perhaps they fall asleep quickly enough, only to wake up multiple times throughout the night, never truly feeling fully rested or refreshed upon waking. And then they wonder why their energy levels are chronically low, why their desire feels like a distant memory, or why they just can't seem to get going in the morning the way they used to. The answer, more often than not, lies squarely in the realm of poor quality sleep. This is where cloves come into play, not merely as a circulatory aid, but as a powerful and gentle ally for the entire nervous system. The remarkable compounds within cloves, especially eugenol and beta-caryophyllene, don't just work to relax the blood vessels. They also exert a calming influence on the part of your brain that regulates your natural sleep-wake cycle. When chewed in the evening, typically about an hour before bedtime, cloves can help to gently ease you into a deeper, more stable, and more continuous sleep. Many men report that they start dreaming more vividly again, a sign of increased REM sleep. They wake up with a greater sense of mental clarity, more physical energy, and more often than not, with the welcome return of stronger morning erections. That's not a mere coincidence. That's your testosterone, unhindered by poor sleep, doing its vital job once again. So, if you've been struggling to feel truly rested, or if you've been wondering why your drive, your edge, and your overall zest for life have faded, it's time to start paying very close attention to how you sleep. Because improving that one fundamental area can send a powerful ripple of healing and rejuvenation throughout your entire system. But the benefits of cloves don't stop there. What if I told you that even the health of your gums, the condition of your mouth, could be secretly damaging your erection strength? Let's uncover that surprising and often overlooked link next. It might sound a bit strange at first, perhaps even unrelated, but I've seen the connection far too many times in my clinical practice to ignore it. A man walks into my office, often with a sense of frustration and concern, complaining of persistent low energy, noticeably weaker erections, and no clear, obvious explanation for why he's experiencing these issues. His blood pressure might look perfectly fine, his routine lab work may come back within acceptable ranges, but then I ask one simple, often unexpected question. How's your dental health? And that's frequently when the underlying truth begins to emerge. He might mention bleeding gums when he brushes, receding gum lines that his dentist has pointed out, or persistent bad breath that even diligent hygiene doesn't seem to resolve. Most men would never imagine that what's happening inside their mouth could be directly affecting what's happening or not happening in their bedroom. But the scientific evidence is increasingly clear and compelling. It's all intricately connected. Your mouth, you see, is a primary gateway to your entire circulatory system. When you have gum disease, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, harmful bacteria from your mouth can and do enter your bloodstream. These bacteria then travel throughout your body, creating a state of silent low-grade inflammation that can insidiously damage the delicate inner lining of the very blood vessels responsible for healthy erections. It's like trying to run clean water through a hose that's partially clogged with mud and debris. The pressure might technically be there, but the flow is compromised, and nothing gets through as cleanly or efficiently as it should. In fact, numerous studies have demonstrated a strong correlation. Men with advanced gum disease are up to 70% more likely to experience erectile dysfunction. That's not a coincidence. That's biology revealing the interconnectedness of our bodily systems. Now here's where cloves transform from being just a helpful spice into a daily oral detoxifier. Clove oil is one of nature's most potent and effective natural antiseptics. When you chew whole cloves, those powerful antibacterial compounds go to work almost immediately. They begin neutralizing the harmful bacteria lurking in your mouth before they even have a chance to breach the barrier and reach your bloodstream. It's a fast, effective, and often palpable process. Sometimes you can feel it working, that clean, slightly numbing sensation with just a single chew. It's one of the simplest, yet most profoundly overlooked steps in restoring full body health and vitality. And when your mouth is clean and healthy, your blood flows cleaner and healthier too. But now that your vessels are beginning to open more freely, your hormones are potentially climbing and your systems are running more smoothly. What should you realistically expect to happen next? Let me walk you through what often unfolds week by week once you commit to this powerful yet simple habit. One of the most encouraging and rewarding parts of working with older men is watching their expressions, their demeanor, and their entire outlook change over the course of our time together. I'll never forget one gentleman in his late 60s. He came to me initially feeling tired, deeply skeptical about finding any real solutions, and understandably embarrassed about the vitality he felt he'd lost. We started the clove method together, and I simply asked him to stay consistent with it for just 1 month. After only 1 week, he called me, and there was a new note of surprise and hope in his voice. "Doc," he said, "something's definitely happening. I feel more awake in the mornings, more alert." And that, as it turned out, was just the very beginning of his journey back to himself. In the first 7 days of consistently using the clove method, most men typically notice subtle yet distinct shifts. They might experience a gentle, pleasant, warm sensation spreading through their body, a clearer head with less mental fog, slightly deeper and more refreshing sleep, and perhaps a little more motivation to get up and move or take a walk. It's usually not a dramatic overnight transformation, but the signals are there and they are important. They are the body's way of saying it's beginning to respond, to wake up. By day 14, things often begin to pick up more noticeably. Energy levels tend to increase more significantly. Mornings, in particular, can feel quite different, more alert, more vibrant. And sometimes this is when men report the return of something they may not have felt or experienced in years: spontaneous morning erections. It's not magic, it's simply the natural result of circulation coming back online more robustly and testosterone levels beginning to whisper and then speak a little louder again. By day 30, many men tell me they genuinely feel like a different person. It's not just that their erections may return with greater consistency and strength, though that is often a significant and welcome outcome. Their confidence shifts in a palpable way. They carry themselves differently, with more assurance and presence. Often their wives or partners notice the change too. Even if full intimacy hasn't completely resumed yet, the connection, the emotional presence, and the overall sense of well-being often start to rebuild and strengthen. And that ultimately is the real goal: to feel like yourself again, fully and completely. To live in a body that feels alive, vibrant, and responsive, not stalled, shut down, or working against you. But please remember, this is just the beginning of a renewed journey, because once you unlock this inherent strength, this natural vitality that has been lying dormant, the real question becomes, how do you hold on to it? How do you protect and nurture it for all the years to come? In our final message, let's talk about how to transform this simple, powerful habit into a lasting foundation for lifelong vitality and well-being. I've spent over 3 decades sitting with men just like you, men who quietly, often stoically, carry the heavy weight of fading energy, lost confidence, and the nagging fear that perhaps their best, most vibrant days might be behind them. But I promise you this, with all my experience and conviction, they're not. This one simple, almost deceptively easy habit, chewing a few whole cloves for just 60 seconds each day, can do so much more than just improve your blood flow. It has the profound potential to calm your nerves, restore deep and healing sleep, help reignite your body's natural testosterone production, and even clean your mouth in a way that protects both your heart and your manhood. I've watched it awaken circulation that had grown sluggish, bring back desire that had waned, and most importantly, I have seen it bring men back to themselves, to the core of who they are. If you've made it this far, if you've listened to this entire message, it's a clear sign that your body is already asking for a change, for a new way forward, and now you know exactly what to give it. The decision, as always, is yours. You can keep hoping for some elusive miracle, or you can start building one right now with your own hands, using the simple gifts nature provides. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to begin. Start tonight and let your strength, your vitality, and your true self return, one day, one clove at a time.